first off, I'm really sorry that this video has taken me so long to do. I promise I really did plan on doing it sooner, but then I got distracted. Hello ADHD. That you? However, today, I'm finally going to be answering some of the questions you asked me over on the community tab. Side note, if you didn't know this was a thing, you should totally check it out for future reference, because this is where all of the wonderful questions were left for today's video. So let's see what you've been asking me. Do you get most of the outfits you model just to show on social media, or do you find enough places to go to wear them out? Out? What's that? I actually genuinely don't leave the house that much, like, at all. I'm not even lying, it's kind of a running joke amongst my friends. I do, however, wear latex to Comic-Con. So, does that count as wearing it out and about in the real world? I kind of want to say yes, but I also feel like you're asking me if I go to the supermarket in it, in which case all I can reply is, not yet. Would you ever consider playing a character in ASMR while wearing latex? There's a lot to unpack with this question, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit confused by it. So am I creating my own character to do ASMR with? Or am I cosplaying a well-loved character to do ASMR with? I'm really not sure which one you mean in regards to this question. But also, me doing ASMR? I feel like that would be the most chaotic ASMR of your life. Don't you need like special equipment as well to be able to do really good ASMR? I just feel like truthfully I'm too loud and chaotic and full on for me to ever do ASMR. So unfortunately there will be no ASMR latex character moment from me, but maybe check out my good friend Ruby True's channel because she absolutely slays ASMR. Do you have a favourite yeah, I get to do this for a living moment? Okay, this is a really tough question for me, and I guess you can say there's actually been quite a few. No real surprises there. Performing burlesque at the London Tattoo Convention was one of my definite highlights for me, and I would definitely love an opportunity to upgrade that moment to a more up-to-date version of Candy. So many people were watching me perform this day, and it really was such an incredible experience that I hope to have again in the future. This being said, hosting recently at Insomnia was also super incredible. But those answers are both from a place of ego, which is like cool because obviously you've asked me the question. But truthfully, some of the best wow moments I've ever got in my career has always come from teaching my body confidence and burlesque classes to other women. Seeing the women leave those workshops after spending an hour and a half with me, being genuinely more confident about themselves, and learning to love themselves for who they are, really fills my heart with joy, and is the thing that gives me that wow, I get to do this for a living the most. What was it that got you into comics, fantasy, and sci-fi? Surprising enough, it was my dad that actually got me into it all. He's always been such a huge lover of cult classics, as well as movies, TV series, and games. So because of this, I ended up being around this type of content growing up. I watched a lot of these things as a kid from a young age. I'm talking absolute classics like Xena, Hercules, Stargate, and Buffy, to name but a few. I also watched RoboCop, Terminator, all of the good stuff when I was far too young to watch it. Cheers, Dad. I was watching Quentin Tarantino films by the age of 12. Do with that what you please. But pop culture has always been such a huge part of my upbringing. My love of Lara Croft developed as a kid as well, which he actually wildly encouraged. I would dress as Lara any opportunity I got. Well, book day, Lara. Fancy dress, Lara. Honestly, obsessed. But he encouraged it, and it's the main reason I have such a huge collection of memorabilia behind me. So thanks for that, Dad, also. Who or what was your inspiration for wearing latex? There actually was no inspiration or person that got me involved with latex. I literally just fell into wearing the material. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. Now, some of you may already know this story anyway because you watched this video, but I actually won a modelling competition many moons ago. This involved wearing a lot of latex. Now, the previously mentioned YouTube video does cover this story a lot more in depth, so I really do recommend checking it out if it's something you wish to know more about. I kind of don't want to repeat myself too much when it comes to this. So I've left a link below to this video as well to check out the more in-depth story as to how I got into latex. However, now that I've gotten older, I've started to look back at past TV shows and music videos. You know, the ones I mean, like from the 90s and the noughties. It really is no surprise that I'm attracted to the shiny stuff. It subconsciously has always been there in the background. It's honestly been such a huge part of the content I've been consuming since a kid until now. I find this absolutely hilarious though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that Steps had a full latex moment, I'm completely here for it. How long does it typically take to do all of your makeup and get into a latex outfit for a shoot? Very good question. And I feel like whatever answer I give, you're probably gonna be shocked because I'm not sure what the expectation is on this one. But I guess let's find out. Now, how long I take to get ready on average really does vary. And it also depends heavily on whether I'm on a timer or not. Like, I can get ready super fast, like half-hour fast. And I'm talking hair, makeup, and outfit in that time. Thanks to my performing days for making that possible. If I'm not on a timer though, and you know, I have more freedom, we're probably looking at more likely an hour and a half to 2 hours. If I'm putting on a latex catsuit, we're definitely looking at the 2-hour mark. Usually though, by an hour and a half, I'll be fully dressed with my hair, my makeup done, and be ready to go. Also, if I'm wearing latex, I will indeed be shined up in that time too. And then we are ready to shoot, off we go. I don't know, do we think that's a long time? I wouldn't really like to say at this point. Let me know in the comments below if I take longer or less time than you expected, because I really am curious now. What's your favourite late night / midnight snack? Midnight snack. Is it me? Am I the midnight snack? I kid, obviously. But I'm not really into midnight snacking. Mainly because I never really see midnight. I'm the old lady that's already been in bed for a good few hours. I know. I really am losing all of my street cred right now. I do, however, really like to eat chocolate in the evenings. I have a ridiculous sweet tooth. You know, they don't call me candy for no reason. The type of chocolate is usually Freddos at the moment. They're like my go-to treat. I'm legit obsessed with them. If I don't have something sweet after dinner, I literally feel like the world is gonna end. So although it's not a midnight snack per se, something sweet of an evening is a must for me. Otherwise, I turn into one of these guys. What was it that got you into cosplay? Oh man, I really do feel like a cop-out with these answers. But guess what? I got into cosplay by accident too. I know. I'm just out here having so many accidents when it comes to my career. Genuinely, I feel like I should get an award for it because I am really good at this accidental career malarkey. However, I shot a latex poison ivy for a designer called Cowrie's Latex Dreams. Now, originally, it wasn't even meant to be me for this shoot. It was meant to be shot and worn by another model, but they had to cancel for whatever reason and it ended up being me in the outfit. These photos from this photo shoot then went viral, to which my friend then pointed out that you can make a whole living out of dressing as characters. She showed me that cosplay was a fast growing interest of many people, cosplay as we know it. And we discussed the fact that my artistic background and my performance background would work really well hand in hand in bringing cosplays to life in the future. So we both thought it'd be a great idea if I was to give it a go. So I did, and here we are now, 8 years into a cosplay career, which only came about because a model couldn't make a shoot. It genuinely does make me wonder if I ever would have found cosplay if it wasn't for this moment in time. I guess you can say everything happens for a reason though, because like I said, I've had an 8-year career off the back of this one accidental photo shoot. So that's all the questions I have time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my community tab, because hopefully I can answer some more of your questions in the future. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. My brain was just imagining me receiving an award. Wow, okay. Yeah, anyway,